Transcription of consonants. In phonetics and phonology, we are required to transcribe both vowels and consonants. The transcription of consonants is luckily quite easy. This is not that much difficult as vowels, right? So the transcription of consonants, there are many symbols in English which are similar to alphabets. So we do not have any problem with them, with learning them and using them. There are very few symbols which are different than the English alphabets. So we would be focusing on them. But let me introduce you to all consonant sounds of English. There are 24 consonants in English. And just to roughly introduce them to you, there are 6 plosives, p, b, t, d, and k, g. And all these sounds are similar to English alphabets, small English alphabets. So I don't see any problem with them. I hope you would easily acquire them. Then the nasal sounds, 3 nasal sounds are there in English, m, n, and engma sound. The third sound, it is also called eng, E-N-G, eng, or engma, right? This is the stop, nasal stop, which is articulated from the velar, right? So engma. In words like thing, the last consonant sound in words like thing, right? So that is engma. And then we have fricatives. Fricatives are 9 in English. Fervor, tada, serza, sherja, and her. 4 are in pairs, and the last one, her sound, it is single. It does not have any pair, right? And that is the voiceless her sound, right? Which is glottal. All right. The tada, these symbols are different than the English alphabets. Th is basically the Greek theta sound, right? And the, which is the Scottish, Anglo-Saxon, basically. Anglo-Saxon origin, right? This sound is called eth, E-T-H, eth, right? And serza are, again, very normal English alphabets. Sherja, these are called ash and jad. Ash and jad in English. So these are there, and the h is also very common sound of English. Fricatives, ch, j. In words like change, the first sound in change, ch, and then judge, the first sound in judge, right? The first and the last. So ch, j, and then we have 4 approximants, lateral approximant, l, then central approximant, r, and then 2 glides, v and y, right? So these are the English consonants. Let me just introduce you to the plosives, the words where these plosive sounds are taking place. In words like cap and cab, the difference between p and b, then pack and pag. So kerga, right? Then rob and rob. Again, the p-b difference, right? Hack and hag. So it's again the velar plosives. Dat and dad. Remember that in English, spellings are all maybe at times different than the actual sounds, okay? Like in this word, dat, the b sound is silent. The b letter is silent, so it is not there. So it is dat, and then dat. Bright and bride, again the difference between t and d, right? And then nasals, m, n, and engma. Since m and n are very common, the engma sound in words like bank, the second last sound in bank before k. So it is the engma sound. Then anger, right? So the consonant before g, anger, that's the engma sound. And it is realized because the word has 2 syllables. So ang, right? Ang, and then the second syllable, ga. So we are putting the g sound also in the last syllable. And you can practice for these nasal sounds with words like eating. So the engma in eating, the last sound, drinking, singing, morning, m and n, and also the engma. All 3 nasal sounds are taking place in this word, morning, right? So you can practice them, and I'm sure that these consonantal sounds would not create any problems for you while acquiring the English transcription for consonants.